You alright?
Yep.
John's having a stroke.
Milton was not happy on me doing that. He looked very concerned.
I'm so glad we don't have to get 100 red coins again. Or 100 coins. Can you imagine getting 100 red coins?
100 red coins? That would be pretty amazing. Alright, here we go.
So what's the,
What are we doing for this one?
Yeah, what's on the agenda for this one?
Well, I think it wants me to just get the one that's just right there in the pyramid. But instead, I'm going to do one that's more difficult.
The boss?
Yes. I put difficult in quotes. By the way, that lip can kill you because it's not straight. So if you just ride into it,
You just die.
you'll run out of
Oh, Danny.
shell, as it were. All right.
Like little heart popcorn pieces that exploded into.
They looked like poop emojis to me. Emojis.
Did you say poop emojis?
Yeah, the explosion.
Can't you just run up the side?
No, you'll slide. I could skate up the slide if I was still radical, but...
Radical!
Alright. You could also just jump out right there and grab that star, but we don't need to anymore. And it would be faster to just go inside and climb. Remember when you have to do crunches as Cloud? This is what he looks like.
And Final Fantasy VIII.
Yeah. My favorite Dragon Quest game, Final Fantasy VIII.
Is that the one that has Agumon?
Yes.
Wait, Cloud's an 8?
No, it was...
Dragon
it was-
Quest 8. We're joking.
It was
I was about to be like, what?
No,
He's in everything
8 is
else.
Squall.
Yeah. No, I was just like, I don't know if there was like something hidden where it's like, yeah, no, Cloud's just here for some reason. And I was gonna be like,
Was they put Cloud in Tactics?
yeah, so
He was an Air Guys, God Bless the Ring.
So
God
he-
bless that game.
yeah, he was in Tactics as well as I believe Aerith was, wasn't she?
It was like, I think Yuffie and Vincent and Tifa were as well. I'm not sure about Aerith. But there were a lot of Final Fantasy VII characters in that game.
I can't wait for part 2 to come out.
I can. I never beat that game.
Same. I was made aware of the ending, and it made me very weary about getting into another Tetsuya Nomura story venture.
I was told I need to check out the ending by my roommates. But I think I got the gist of it from... Who's that?
Pokemon?
The British reviewer guy who does...
Jim Sterling?
No, he's not British. He's an asshole.
Well, no, he is British. But you're not wrong. He comes off as a very...
The escapist guy.
yeah.
Oh, Zero Punctuation?
Zero Punctuation kind of talked about the ending scene. And he might have been playing it up. I don't know how literal he was being with it, but I can only take him at face value because it sounds like something I would expect to see. So, oh, I've got 50 stars. I can go to the 3rd floor, guys.
We're not even...
Dude.
We still have 2 other worlds and Bowser to deal with. 8 red coins. Here we go.
So what did he say about that ending?
He said, basically, if I can paraphrase him, because I don't remember, it's been a minute. Are those sand particles just really tiny versions of the
Yes.
Yep. Pyramid top exploding? That's wonderful. Anyway, mentioned starting out small and slow, and then you're ending up on the moon fighting Sephiroth or something.
You're not on the moon. That is definitely not what it is. So...
Okay, if I was 8 red coins, where would I be?
In
Well-
the 8 red boxes.
They're all flying.
That is not true.
Well, 4 of them are flying.
That is true.
So... I did not play the original 7. I've only played the remake.
Uh-huh.
I loved it. I thought it was great. had great visuals. The attacks were fun. I had a great time with it. And I had a really, really good time with it. I just really enjoyed it. And then the ending was a lot of, it was rough. Just because of like how much was there.
Yeah, I heard it did go on for just a bit too long.
Because like there's like a pivotal moment, and then it happens, and then you're basically in like the end phase.
Like the point of no return sort of thing?
Yeah, for like maybe an hour and a half.
Okay.
And it is just there's a lot there. But I did get to hear a very particular song that, you know,
Yeah, that's not really helping.
it was a very particular song that I never really listened to before then. And now I love that song, so
Are you talking about One-Winged Hamster Wheel?
I wasn't gonna give a name for those people that haven't played it and didn't know, but
I mean, that song's pretty legendary just in general.
yeah. And then as a kind of a subsequent thing that was brought to my attention on Twitter, by
Got 'em, bitch.
someone that I follow on there, they mentioned the comparison of Dancing Mad versus One Wing Hamster Ball. And
I'm not familiar with that song. Is it similar?
so Dancing Mad is the final boss's main theme in 6.
And it's like 13 minutes long.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's really good, but it's really long.
I had a conversation with a mutual friend of ours whom we've mentioned by the name of Mark. When
did I
hung-
get this secret star?
You did get that one, yeah.
Are you sure?
I believe so.
Because I might have gotten it in one of those episodes that... Well, if I didn't get it, I'll
Check.
check later.
Also, this stage was one of those deleted episodes.
Yes,
This entire stage,
we
yeah.
did go through this entire stage.
Yep.
Nice.
So yeah, I had that conversation with him, and after having listened to the entirety of Dancing Mad, my criticism of it was that there's like the transition parts in that song that feel a little lengthy when it goes from like one big part of the song, and as it's transitioned to the next, it's kind of like an awkward silence.
Okay.
And it lasts a little long.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
Again, I don't really know the song, but take your word for it.
Just kick that eel out of his home.
No, I went to visit him and he said, "Okay, what was the order, guys?
23 is number 1.
There's 4 of them.
23 is number 4.
Is it this one first?
Yes.
No, it's not. This one's gonna shock me. And then from this, is it left, right, or right, left?
Left, right?
This guy. Look at the big brain on Kevin.
It's this coffee I'm drinking with way too much creamer in it, so I'm
Go, Daddy.
caffeinated
Go,
and
Daddy.
over sugared.
Is that the brain gain that they eat in We're Back, a Dinosaur Tale?
I could only wish to ever ingest something so legendary. Do you remember when we played the We're Back game on Super Nintendo, Danny? On emulator?
On the emulator? I do. That was kind of a nightmare.
Was that one of the ones where I had the second controller and I had access to the frame release button?
You did have access to the frame release button. I remember that clearly.
John, have you ever regaled you with our stories of that?
Maybe?
Oh.
I'm not 100% sure.
So, You know, in emulators, you can frame release. And it just makes the game run as fast as your computer can possibly handle it.
Sure.
So we're talking like literally thousands of times faster than it's supposed to run.
Sure.
So Danny would be playing something on his controller, and then I'd have the second controller plugged in with the
Danny.
frame release.
I have to go play with the eel.
Frame release was mapped to R2.
Okay.
And so
Slower.
I would just randomly kick the game into critical overdrive while Danny was playing as a fun little added challenge.
Mm-hmm.
And he didn't enjoy it.
Did or didn't?
I'm dead. I'm dead. I gotta go for air. Oh no. Mario.
You're fine.
Mario. Okay, but now I gotta grab it before he goes back in. I have no depth perception. That's a dumb multi-layered joke, because we're in water. And that has depth.
You have depth.
Thank you.
Thank you. You're wrong, but thank you.
No, you have depth.
I like to think I'm pretty one note.
As a human being, you have physical depth.
I am physically...
You have physical depth.
I am in the third dimension, yes. Okay.
Getting up on that Z-axis.
So
All up in that Z-axis.
here's a lovely conversation that I love bringing up every once in a while. If there is a fourth dimension, what do you think it is?
Don't people say it's time?
People say it's time. However, time is constant.
Well,
Can you say that that is a dimension?
I couldn't say anything's a dimension, because I don't know. Oh, first try. It took me like 800 tries in the last run.
Yeah, it did. It was really bad, folks.
Good job, Danny.
I did it.
Remember when you were trying to impress me?
In one of the other episodes?
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
succeeded.
That would have done it.
Yeah. But in the end, I impressed you so much.
In the end.
You
It didn't even matter.
Didn't even matter.
It didn't even matter. All right, let's knock out the 100 coins.
So while this is going on, fourth dimension.
Are we fourth dimension hopping right now?
No, I mean, if the fourth dimension is time, then that is a true statement. Because we went from one time and hopped to now.
But then we'd just be constantly shifting to different dimensions because we're always moving forward.
True. Which would then prove multiverse theory. Not in terms of, like, Marvel multiverse. But,
It's like more so the multiple paths sort of thing. Yeah.
yeah, like, going to, like,
Too close. Oh, I mean,
things like the butterfly effect, where every moment in time can create infinite moments of time where Danny did not get the shell, or Danny did get the shell, or the house caught on fire.
it just went away. I wasn't done using you, but okay. Thanks. I don't know much about that, sir, except it's messy.
Time is messy. In
As a great philosopher once said, time keeps on slipping, slipping, slipping into
Yeah.
the future.
Truer words have never been said. You're
Yeah.
not going to grab that?
Not yet. I want to get rid of these falling rocks so I don't get crushed.
I noticed you
Smart
never
move.
butt blast any of the signs.
Can you do that?
Yeah.
The concept is to not be hit by them.
I know, but they lock on. They're very scary.
Are they like triangle attacks from Soul Calibur 5?
They are triangle attacks from Soul Calibur 5. Thank you for noticing. It's supposed to be vertical, but you just turn to face them every time, so what's the point?
We got into a very lengthy argument with one of our friends about if that was good game design or not.
Spoiler alert, it's not. How much? Where are the other 32 coins? Excuse me? I guess there's some on the boat, on the way to the boat.
There's also a bunch in those 3, like, catwalks
Yeah.
where the Pinkman is.
Oh, I know where some are. Right up here, on the water's surface. They're circling a pillar. Don't know why, but they're up here. I like the idea of collecting 100 coins in this game for every level. I think it's great. I think they needed to make a minimum of like 130 coins in each stage. Because there's a couple in particular where there's just not very many coins. And guess what? The 2 water levels are examples of that.
Good job.
There you go, Danny.
I did it. Where's number? Oh, there it is.
I guess on the subject of time
And how it keeps slipping.
and or the 4th dimension.
Okay.
How do you guys like Interstellar?
Did not watch it.
I thought it was a lot of fun.
Because one of the things that's always interesting is, like, we are obviously third-dimensional beings. And I really enjoyed the concept.
Are you ready for this? Here we go.
Nice.
I would have been impressed if you had gotten to the ship too.
I'm saving my 4th jump for that. Here we go.
I was about to say, like Stan's father in Gravity Falls, where he just goes, "I'm impressed." I was gonna say that, but I'm not.
That's okay. I landed on 2 more platforms than I fully expected to.
That's good. Nice.
So yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed the concept of, like, how they did for Interstellar, like what a 4th dimensional being, or I guess like a 4th dimensional construct would look like.
Oh, do they show that?
They do. So the concept, do you want me to spoil it for you, or would you like to watch the movie and find out?
No, you're good.
So basically what happened was Matthew McConaughey's character is basically on the way back to try and find his way back, I believe, to Earth or something. And what happens is he goes into the this like supermassive black hole. I think it's called like Gargantua 1 or something like that.
Uh-huh.
You almost shot yourself out of the map.
Oh, you can't. I don't think you can die to that.
And so basically what happens...
It's gonna run out before I get to the star, Kevin.
I hope not.
And so basically what happens is he goes in there, and instead of, like, being shot out... Because what happened was they had to, like, go kind of, like, through the black hole, and it was, like, a transportation where it, instead of being a black hole that consumed everything, it was actually more like a wormhole, where they basically go through it and end up in another part of the galaxy.
For food.
For several things, food being one of the possibilities.
Because, like, Earth's kind of screwed,
Earth has
if I'm correct, right?
You guys, that's where I'm going.
It was just great.
I'm clapping because you hit your destination.
Thank you.
It has like a crop disease. That, like, there's like a crop disease as well as, like, the weather is, like, destroying planet Earth over time.
Dang humans always messing stuff up.
Would you dare say that the weather outside is indeed frightful?
Yes. And one of the things that is happening is there's, like, massive dust. Like, dust problems going on Earth, which is causing endless problems.
Gotcha. Order, Kevin?
Back. Not left.
Not left?
Yeah, you're right.
And so anyway, they go through that, they go find some stuff, and then Matthew McConaughey on the way back, he finds that, good job, Danny, you know, some shit's going on, and, obviously big spoilers for people who haven't seen it.
Uh-huh.
Michael Caine is in the movie. And he sends his daughter with Matthew McConaughey to go venture forth. But Michael Caine's character basically tricked them and was like, Earth's doomed. There's no way that this could work.
Oops.
And so Matthew McConaughey goes into the black hole, and instead of being shunted back out where he came from originally, like on Earth's side, he gets stuck.
That was dumb. I died.
That was very dumb.
Yeah, why did
I
you
didn't
do
make.
that?
I didn't make the jump. I pressed the jump button too late.
Yeah. And so he shows up in kind of this weird, like, ever-shifting halls, kind of. Like, he's still in space.
Uh-huh.
You know, he's still, like, floating around in his spacesuit and everything. But he basically shows up in this almost ever-shifting
Ooh, I still would have died.
space.
Oh my god.
You lucked out so fierce right there, bro.
And basically what he finds out while he's there is that this thing that he's in was created and currently inhabits an aspect of fourth dimensional beings. And he is able to manipulate time and reality for his own purpose, to inform his daughter over time of what's happening and how to fix this stuff. It's a great movie. It's a long movie, but I would very heavily recommend it.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
The score, the musical score, wonderful.
Who did the score for that one? Was it Zimmerman? Zimmerman?
You kind of like Hans Zimmer.
Yeah, I can't remember if it was Zimmerman or Zimmer, but
yeah, Hans Zimmer.
who also did the soundtrack to Cool Runnings. That always delights me.
That is really great.
Christopher Nolan directed it.
Huh.
So, it's a very good movie. It's got Matthew McConaughey, Anne Hathaway, Michael Caine. The big shocker, I think, was Matt Damon.
Really.
Yeah.
And he wasn't on the cover with his face shoved up on the
So
cover art?
Is that
Matt,
something that happens with Matt Damon?
All of Matt Damon's movies have his face on the cover.
so Matt Damon in this movie plays a very interesting role. So, you know, NASA basically sent a bunch of other like astronauts through Gargantua
Uh-huh.
to find suitable planets to live on. And Matt Damon was one of those people.
Gotcha. Alright, we're gonna get one last one.
Squeeze it in, Danny.
Yes, quite.
Why don't you jump that? You can make a shortcut by jumping that.
By jumping what?
That little corner right there. You can cut the corner.
You're talking about to get to that area? Like the speedrunners do?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know the speedrunner strats. I haven't tried that. Well, that's unfortunate. No, when I hit the wall.
Lava is awful.
It pushes me away when I hit the wall. Alright, well, we can end on a death. How about that?
No, give it another shot. Give it another shot. Give it one more.
Do it.
Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba.
There you.
Still overshot it.
Danny.
Hey, there's a price to pay for being speedy.
Yeah.
It's your ass.
No matter how fast, I can't escape my sins.
Very true, Sonic.
This is not the only level with a giant log rolling mechanic.
Really?
It's just really weird that there's a giant log above lava that would make it combust.
Correct.
But
Is it petrified?
Oh, no.
I'm petrified.
It just defies physics.
I'm petrified, maybe even mortified.
Oh.
All right, everybody.
Over
hope you-
halfway.
Hope you feel better than this ceiling looks. And we'll see you next
What's
time.
wrong with the ceiling?
I don't know. It's just kind of feeling a little low poly. A little low textured.
Why?
Yeah, a good one.
Man, I hope they fix that. That's mold. It's gross.
Icky.